Breezy. I think it's just us.
And then there were two.
Yeah, now we get into... I should have probably talked less in that and saved my voice for this, because this could be long as well. And you know what I'm like. I'm hopeless. Here we go.
Should be good. Let's strap in. This is going to be a very, very close final.
Best seats in the house, isn't it? They're sitting right here doing this.
Absolutely.
It's the best seats in the house.
I actually get to full screen as well when I'm not streaming.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't. I'm sitting on. I actually watch it in. I actually watch it in the OBS window.
Oh, do you? Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I get to see everything that's going on with the overlay and that. That's why I probably don't get caught out with it as often as I used to. Both teams looking a little bit nervous here early. Breezy, there's not much to report early in this contest.
Yeah, good ball forward by Scrappy. He looks dangerous.
Oh my, I don't know how Drunk ended up keeping that out. I don't know. Has anybody got a reason why Drunk changed his name mid-tournament here to Marshmallow?
No, it's just one of those things. People do it to try us, to annoy us.
I thought he would change back eventually, but no, he's sticking with it. He's an Epic account, right? Can you change Epic accounts on a wheel?
You can, but I think you have to like wait 2 weeks before you can do it again.
That's what I thought. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why he hasn't reversed. Yeah. Went to reverse it and couldn't. Anyway, we're a minute in.
Really good link up though between Lux and Neon. Didn't quite work out.
There is Drunk Scrappy clearing it down. Good read there from Lux on the side. Well, of course, we got all three names on Air Dribblers, last Air Dribblers to translate as well on the fly. Neon is Katara. Zuko is Lux and Aang is Scrappy. Of course, we're getting pretty used to it, but it still ties our tongues in knots every now and then. Here comes the Cryptic, really dangerous. What a save!
That's a good save from Neon.
Great read from Neon. He must have pre-jumped that because there was no way he was saving it otherwise. Drunk only as far as Scrappy.
It was a very nervous shot from J. Cool though beforehand. I thought we've seen a much more confident J. Cool recently in front of goal.
Here comes Lux in the air. Really dangerous. Oh, well done.
Oh, good. That's a great shot.
Ends up getting the dunk, I think, on top of Zacryptic in net. Really dangerous setup. Zacryptic decides not to go up off the back wall. Decides to jump, and Lux gave him no options there. That was going in the net one way or another. That's the first goal of the grand final. It goes in favour of Lux. We should do what they do in the AFL and have the first goal prediction. That's always very exciting. Anyway,
oh yeah. We did it when we did a sweepstake last time. Like we did the whole thing, like first goal, like most like loads of different.
Oh, that's
stats.
A goal as well. Surely, Scrappy up. Oh, he saves it off the crossbar.
Save.
Outstanding from Scrappy. I didn't think he was going to get there. I should never have doubted him. You see all three of his.
I think he had just enough time to see it, like just long enough to see it.
Swatted downfield there from Lux into the back wall. He's got a little bit of boost to get a second touch as well. Does. J. Cool's on the ground. Marshmallow says, get out of my way. I'll have a go at this thing. And then just flicks it over the top. That's a goal.
Drunk looking very strong early doors.
Gee, J. Cool had the ball. Drunk said, no, mate, this is mine. I got this. You watch how it's done. In the back of the net, and we're all square.
Yeah, he just got a little bit of a tickle, didn't he? A little bit of momentum push in front, and he ended up in front of J. Cool. And decided to take it on himself.
Yeah, the Air Dribblers caught out there. They probably should have had someone postured a little bit further back. It was Lux, I think, as the last man at the time. Not sure how their rotations were playing out at the time. There's a Cryptic, gets a catch, doesn't have the boost from the corner. That one's still available. 50-50, draws even, goes across the field. Drunk can't read this one. There is Lux, and there is Drunk going up for it. He's got no boost, but he does get the touch. Keeps it out of harm's way for the time being. Not much going on. It feels like a reasonably slow game, doesn't it, Breezy?
Yeah, I think again they're just trying to feel one another out. I think there's not too many risks being taken. Like very safe one-touch Rocket League at the moment.
Nice touch from Lux to keep it out. Only as far as the Cryptic, there's Scrappy on the ceiling, low on boost. Really irritating car design. I believe I was talking to Neon today, and Scrappy's the only one out of the three that I think backers mods over the top of the thematic designs that they've all chosen for this chapter.
Yeah, like Zella's horrible sodded full tilt chapter 1 car.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Lux has the ball. He doesn't have much boost. Scrappy's waiting on the wing. I don't think Scrappy's got much boost either. He didn't want it. J. Cool moves in. They've got him in a difficult position here to the Drunk Cooligans. They've got all the boost, but they've double committed there on the shot, and they've sent it high. There's J. Cool, well met by Lux. Keeps it out into the top corner. It's Drunk again.
Shot. I think he had 3 players to beat in the last Air Dribblers net there, and he still somehow found a way. It was a double commit there, and yeah, not in the best spots, but still had a lot of players on the line. It had to be the shot that he put on target.
Gee, Drunk is doing some damage here. He is on, and he is a huge barometer for this team as well. He is playing well. He has turned up for the grand final. He has had a power outage all day as well. Has not picked up the game at all until only about an hour ago. He is looking ready to go. They hold a 1-goal advantage all of a sudden. It was the last Air Dribblers that scored first. The Drunk Cooligans have found the back of the net twice, courtesy of a couple of really good opportunities coming in from Marshmallow in Drunk Fun into the corner of the field as well. There's Scrappy. Oh, he does well. He's met him again. He could score his third. J Cool helps him out. And the Drunk Cooligans have found 3 on the fly. And they look pretty irresistible at the moment, Breezy.
Yeah, I do feel for him. He's just hit it straight onto a falling Drunk.
Yes, sir.
And there's nothing he could do about it after that point. It was just there was a nail in the coffin from it.
It's a tough lobby, this, and Drunk certainly doesn't look out of place, does he? He's finding himself in the right position so many times.
Oh, that's a great dunk from Neon, though. Found them sleeping in defense. Like, J Cool just wanted to take a little bit of time, but with no one behind him.
Yeah, Neon just pushed straight through the challenge, didn't he? Took it through, straight in front of net. Nobody behind J Cool on that one. 1 goal, the advantage has been trimmed down. 30 seconds remaining. Drunk Cooligans looked really good only a moment ago, but now things have tightened up. 20 seconds remaining in the defensive half for the last Air Dribblers. Well met by J Cool. Neon does well. Blocks the challenge from Drunk. Cryptic into the corner. They're keeping it in a spot that's very difficult to convert from for the last Air Dribblers. It's almost going to have to be a 0-second conversion from this point if they're going to want to equalise before the clock ticks down to 0. And it will be the Drunk Cooligans, Breezy, that take game number 1.
Yeah, really good game. Good for them to get the momentum back at the end there with the dunk from Neon. Yeah, now they need to regather and go again. Good finish, though, from Drunk Cooligans after, I'd say, last Air Dribblers did look slightly the better side in the first couple of minutes.
Pretty
but
even
then the drunk factor kicked in.
Oh, good. Wasn't he outstanding in that contest? Did he finish top of the leaderboard there? He must have, surely.
He did. He absolutely had. I think he had 5 saves, to be honest.
Oh my god, just dominating the contest is Drunk Fun. Of course, we haven't got an overlay that supports the best of 5. When we do see green dot, two green dots on the screen, we will still be carrying on. Of course, J Cool and Drunk Fun again tangling themselves up, this time on the wing. Well met by Scrappy here. We haven't seen a lot of Scrappy so far in this contest, just waiting for him to sort of grab it by the scruff of the neck and have it all his way like we've seen in the last few series that they've played. J Cool now with a soft touch through the middle of the ground, but he's met by Lux. That ball, another 50, goes high. It's a Cryptic this time on top of it. Fires it on target, but 2 defenders wait.
It's dangerous. J Cool's actually already on the backboard. You can see he was trying to probably maneuver that one somehow into a redirect.
This is a Cryptic looking for some neck. J Cool just pushing through the line of the ball. Well met by Scrappy. It's a tough read in that corner, but he keeps it out of harm's way. Drunk trying to push it through again, can't quite. Really strong pressure this from the Drunk Cooligans. Been denied by the crossbar there off the 50. How much boost have the last Air Dribblers got in the tank? It feels like it's been in their defensive half for the whole game so far. They've finally been relieved. Scrappy will fly for it. Gets it over the top of Drunk. It's the first time I've seen it in their half, and what a shot!
Great link-up. That's a fantastic link-up. Just Scrappy with the beat on the backboard. Drunk was actually on target to hit it there again, and Lux was up in an instant, wasn't he? He made no mistake.
Oh, I feel like that's the first time they've been forward of the halfway mark in this entire game, and they make it work. That's an outstanding shot from Lux. Finds the top corner. There's no saving that. J Cool will look to keep it in his own half. Drunk all over it. So Cryptic is there as well. Just look to push it. They're just trying to get some territory here. Not going to get much out of it for the time being as they retreat all the way back. Neon into the side. Well, geez, their cars are annoying, Breezy. Their cars are so damn annoying. Scrappy.
Yeah, it's just to listen to, isn't it? It's that horrible... What has he got? Like the bones, like, sounds like the bones rattling. Someone. That's Drunk Fun's, actually.
Oh my word. Centering ball coming in from Cryptic. Jekyll is there. Well met by Scrappy, I think it was, who got the touch. He's got 0 boost. He goes for the fake. Pulls one.
Cryptic's got a very free ball here. Wait, where's
the defender? What happened to the defender? You got. Did
he get bumped?
Neon
he got bumped by
Jekyll.
Jekyll threw him back into the corner after collecting the boost, and Scrappy and Neon just parted the Red Sea to go get boost themselves.
Yeah, I think I can't see that because I've got your face in front of that bump. I didn't even see it.
I've got the disgusting like 34-inch monitor as well, so I see everything.
That works. That's going to be a goal. Jekyll. They found 2 in a heartbeat here. Just like we saw in game number 1. We saw the last Air Dribblers score first. But the Drunk Cooligans have come back strong. 3 minutes remaining in this game. It's fairly tight, but the Drunk Cooligans have the advantage once again. Lux and Drunk. Drunk gets a good touch, but Neon waits down for it. That is a high ball to the corner of the field. Jekyll will take a controlling touch, but lands poorly. 2 defenders wait down, ready to deal with whatever comes. There's Jekyll again taking to the air. Not sure what he's after there. Gets a touchdown field, but Neon waits. You see all 3 players from last Air Dribblers here ready in defence for whatever comes their way. Drunk will take a touch out wide. He's got no boost to follow this with, though. There's Jekyll, sends it wide. All 3 players from last Air Dribblers still just waiting down, waiting for their chance to rotate into the play. Marshmallow.
Oh, it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge from Drunk in the middle, and he's got the shot on. He's been so good these 2 games so far. Like whenever he's just been required to do something like that, he's run at it with such confidence.
Oh, redirect available. Scrappy can't quite find it. Puts Neon in an awkward spot as well, across the wrong side of the goal. It came from the other side. It was always going to be tough to convert from there. Lux alone in defence, sends it into the corner. Aggressive rotations from the Drunk Cooligans, but Cryptic has missed out. Relieves the pressure here for the last Air Dribblers. There is Lux into the corner, off the back wall and out, and Jekyll will follow it down. Will he beat Neon to this? He does. Sends it in the middle. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh my god, they let it go through all the way to the line. Nobody there to convert. Here is Neon.
Oh, does Neon have a read? Oh, that would have been a disgust. That would have been an RLCS shot if he'd have found the reset there into the shot. That would have been disgusting.
It's the only way he was going to bring it back. He had 0 boost. Last Air Dribblers hanging on. Another minute goes by. They're still a goal behind Neon. That's a really dangerous touch. That should be a goal. Jekyll with all the net available. He's hit the crossbar. Cryptic comes in to follow it, but he's missed out. And they survive a big scare, the last Air Dribblers. You fancy they won't want to go 2 goals down in this situation. Soft touch coming in from Scrappy. That's straight to Neon from Cryptic. Tick into the final minute. Breezy. What do we need from the last Air Dribblers here to find the back of the net?
I think a demo there. That demo was perfect, but Jekyll responds by taking out Lux. I think it was Scrappy who took out Cryptic. Like, I think they need to, they just need to open the play up a little bit, like disrupt the rotations, because their rotations have been very solid. I'd say that despite, like you said, despite last Air Dribblers scoring first, I think the majority of the pressure in this game has come from Cooligans.
Yeah, they seem to be playing a little bit passive. They're not taking many risks, are they, the last Air Dribblers? You see a lot of the time, all 3 of them waiting down in defence, waiting for that rotation into the play. Scrappy misses out, works as a good fake. Lux, 16 seconds remaining into the sidewalls. The Cryptic's there in a good position. Neon pushed a little bit too far forward for that. And the sidewall bounce goes over the top. They're going to get one more chance, possibly. The demo comes in. Jekyll has the ball. Jekyll still has the ball. Scrappy will collect it, but he's dropped it. Cryptic sends it high. We'll keep it up for the time being, but that's going to land, surely. It does. The Drunk Cooligans have doubled their advantage, and they've taken the first 2 games.
Yeah, they're going to need to sweep them now. Reverse sweep them, even. It's going to be a big ask from them. I think Lux as well. Lux has arguably has been my MVP for the last Air Dribblers in the last 2 games.
Looks solid, doesn't he?
From their point of view, he's been very solid. He's had some good goals and he's had some good touches, a couple of good saves as well. Neon with 5 saves this time though.
But they just need
to
generate
some
attack.
Shot on target.
They need to generate some attack.
One shot on target
There's
all
just
game.
nothing going for them. They're not going to win unless they're firing the ball on target. Like you say, 1 shot. And it actually felt at the end of that game like that is a reasonable stat because it felt like they had none of the pressure except for that 1 goal which came on the back of a counter-attack early on. It is
They
a
definitely need to do some
five.
disruption. I think they had the right idea towards the end. I saw a couple of demos come out towards the end. J. Cool, but then again, like I said, when they got one demo, it was immediately responded to by J. Cool by a demo of his own.
And the kickoff gives them the advantage again straight away. Let's see what the last Dribblers have got for us here. They're going to just need to throw caution to the wind and try and generate some kind of attack and start asking some questions of the drunk Cooligans, because they've just had it all their own way. They've won by 1 goal each game, but it feels like more than that. It doesn't feel like they've really been threatened. So Cryptic sends it downfield into their half. Oh, Drunk with a huge fake. Oh, it got me. That's for sure. I thought he was going to hit the ball. Jekyll sends it back into the back wall, and Lux will follow it down. Gets a good one past as well. Followed up, he's got low boost, so Cryptic sends it high. Neon misses out as well. Scrappy, the only one on the field that can do anything about this, and you see all 3 players available for the Drunk Cooligans, and they've missed out on the demo, Breezy.
Yeah, it was a dangerous spot for Scrappy to be in. He did well to hold his nerve, to be honest, because when you see one player driving at you and the other one has the ball behind him, it's a horrible spot to be in.
He did well to evade it and effected the save as well. Neon slaps that downfield. Poor touch from Drunk. No, they don't move in time. I thought he was there to just hit the open net, but he wasn't. Neon coming in now, sends it high. It's going to bounce awkwardly. Drunk is the one who puts his hand up for it. Doesn't get contact. J. Cool waits down. Lands on him, luckily, and was able to send it away to relative safety. But we see some good pressure from the last Dribblers early here, Breezy.
Yeah, for sure. Again, a couple of good touches from Lux, but Zacryptic manages to take it out, and that massive fake there from has put them in a hard spot. I feel like they've been. I feel like Last Air Dribblers have been abandoning possession a bit too much. Like these big clears downfield, and the Drunk Cooligans have been, good at taking control of the ball when they've been given a free ball.
Yeah,
see Neon here again with a big bang downfield. Like that tactic is not going to work for them. I don't think. I think the Last Air Dribblers have been too strong at controlling the ball.
And you saw those Drunk Cooligans. It felt like they were the ones on the back foot for a lot of that play, but they counter-attack. They get 3 chances at the goal. It's a Cryptic that finally puts it in. And they lead once again. I feel like the last few series I've watched from the last Dribblers.
That's a great shot.
I was literally about to say it's been the Scrappy show. We haven't seen much from Scrappy. A consistent player, of course, but his mechanical damage that he can cause is astronomical when he's on. He needs to fire for his team here. If they're going to successfully reverse sweep what is possibly the strongest 3-stack Crew Battles has ever seen, he will need to be at his very best. They have equalised though, Breezy. It's a start.
Yeah, I feel like they need for Scrappy to actually get his mechanical ability away, as this will be another goal probably. No, Crypt has put it over.
Oh, he'd love his chance again there, wouldn't he? Oh my.
Oh my word. Drunk's though is gonna finish it off. Neon was in a horrible spot, probably with no boost. Finishing my thought from earlier, I think like you create pressure in threes by keeping control of the ball and forcing players to challenge you, forcing in bad challenges, and then players get space and time alone on the ball.
Good kick-off again from the Drunk Cooligans. No boost available for Lux, though, as he tries to escape the grasp of the Drunk Cooligans. Once again, low boost for Lux. You see Scrappy going downfield for some as well. He leaves behind a no boost Lux and probably a low boost Neon as well. He is now back with full, but they are in another pretty ordinary position. We've seen them in this position so much throughout this series so far. Oh, they've missed out off the backboard goal. J. Cool won't miss out. They're in all sorts of trouble now, Breezy.
Yeah, that whiff was, they couldn't afford it. Like, they just, someone had to connect with that, and they had to preferably not double commit. Like, it was a very strong shot from J. Cool, but it was, if one person stayed grounded, there's, like, a 5% chance it may have still been savable.
Yeah, like Choco said, they seem nervous. They do seem nervous. I agree. They seem off. And that's another goal. That's 4-1. The Drunk Cooligans, they are making a statement in the grand final.
That's a great read though from Drunk Fun.
Hasn't he been outstanding?
That's very strong off the backboard. Like to get up to it that fast from when the ball's going away from you and redirect it back towards goal. It's a hard shot.
Yeah, they're in all sorts of trouble now. The last air dribblers, we just know the drunk Cooligans are having a great time. There's high fives all around on that team. What
Scrappy.
a touch. Scrappy scores. That is outstanding, like you say.
That is what they needed from him. Just a moment of control there.
They're not quite out of the contest just yet. The drunk Cooligans still holding a pretty dominant advantage. But it'll take something special from them, the last air dribblers, to get themselves right back into this. And to even take a game in the threes off of the drunk Cooligans, who aren't messing around today. They have turned up to play in what is the biggest game of the chapter. Talked about it pre-game. Doesn't matter what you've done to this point. You need to come on grand final day and play an hour of your best Rocket League to win one of these events. Lux into the sidewall. It'll be Neon that chases it down. Jekyll waits down. He's been demoed. That'll work. Lux has missed out, though. They're running out of time quickly here, Breezy. Really quickly.
Yeah, for sure. They need some fast counter-attacks here. It might come here from Lux, with Zacryptic trying to conserve his boost because he's going to be the last one back. But like here, he just like straight into space with control with a ball and controlling a ball that he actually wasn't really challenged on very much.
Yeah, we're seeing...
and all good touches from Neon.
They're just getting beaten to the ball as well. Whenever there's that 50 that goes high, it's always the drunk Cooligans the first one on the scene. It's drunk Cooligans as well, through J-Cool and Zacryptic especially. Every time they're getting a chance here, they're trying to take the ball wide, slow it down, and put themselves into a position that's not so easily counterable, so they can control the play. They know time is their ally in this contest as well. Zacryptic, good 50. Here comes Drunk into Katara. But they are going to be swept in the threes, and they will have to do it the hard way if they're going to want to be in this grand final.
Yeah, well played to Cooligans, though. They stuck to the guns, and they did a really good job of it.
Well, we'll wait and see. It's the drunk Cooligans, because of their upper bracket advantage, that will choose the next game mode. They're picking the ones. Of course, I brought up the bracket. I don't need to do that. I'm in full tilt mode where we go to the bracket between series, but we don't need to do that. We're going to go to the ones. Breezy, we had some interesting takes on the ones in the pre-game chat. A few people believing that Scrappy does have what it takes here to actually get over the top of J-Cool. For those that don't know, it will be the rematch from Full Tilt between J-Cool and Scrappy. It was J-Cool then that took him down 3-0. But Scrappy will have his chance at revenge right now, Breezy.
Yeah, for sure. Again, Scrappy needs to, like we've said it multiple times, Scrappy needs to just hold on to his mental. He put J-Cool, like J-Cool did win the first game in Full Tilt, but he won the first game narrowly. Scrappy really did put him to the sword. He put in a really good challenge, and I feel like Scrappy's mental actually cost him in the latter games.
Yeah, I agree. I think we cast that one together, didn't we? And Scrappy did seem to have given up almost come the last game. He definitely wasn't out of the contest for the first two, though. Although he seemed really nervous in the threes. J-Cool looked really confident in the threes. That's a confident play as he goes past the ball and takes out Scrappy. And Izzy trying to go for a little bit of tilt straight up in this contest.
Just a little bit of a shadow from Scrappy. J-Cool ignoring the ball altogether. Just get that surprise. I was surprised he actually had enough boost to get supersonic there. He's done well.
Lameo saying Scrappy is really good at ones right now. There you go. Had a couple of games with him, have you, Lameo? As J-Cool doubles his advantage early. A couple of tilting plays. We see a demo and then immediately a kickoff goal. Not what you want to see, Breezy, when you're coming off the back of a sweep in the threes.
No, you've got to keep you cool with those, though, in ones. Like, they're going to happen. You are, like, statistically, like, you've got to think about it. Like, it's hard to think about it in this light. It's easy for me to say it in the chair, but statistically, you've got to think about it. I'm not going to win every single kickoff. It's unless there's a big rank disparity or something, it's an unlikely scenario.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The other component to this as well, as Scrappy does score his first, they're really well played. There's a really dangerous looking block that he got on the ball as he dropped it right in front of the line of J-Cool, but he gets a good recovery and he's able to counterattack as well. There's going to be no dropping.
Just a little. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say there's going to be no dropping the controller and the head in this contest because he's representing his whole team here is Scrappy, Neon and Lux waiting for their opportunity to represent in the twos as well.
Sir.
Yeah, I was going to say I think J. Cool actually got a little bit too calm with that those two blocks, those two touches from Scrappy. I think he had a bit of underestimation in his head.
Really good counter attack from J. Cool this time. Big kickoff this one, I feel, Breezy. I think we've seen a lot of goals go in. It's really early in the contest, but I feel like Scrappy needs to at least neutralise this next kickoff because it's going to be painful if he doesn't. J. Cool wins it, clearly. We'll have a shot and we'll score.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. As J. Cool definitely winning more of the kickoffs right now than I'd say. I think he's won 3 out of the 5.
Yeah, the caster curse frog, you're absolutely right. This is always the case. This time Scrappy does neutralise it. Just you want to stay in the contest early in these, don't you? There's so much on the line. You're looking for a little bit of confidence, that little bit of momentum to just help you along. And J. Cool is just getting the better of every contest at this point. 5-1 his advantage. And it's only a best of 3 this as well. Scrappy's not going to get much time to adjust.
Scrappy, though, actually did well there. He elected to go for the wave dash kickoff, and it went in his favour. I think J. Cool had the advantage there, but apart if Scrappy didn't have his extra jump available to him.
Scrappy does beat out J. Cool here. They both sort of jumped at the same time. It was nervous times for Scrappy as the ball ends up in J. Cool's hands in defence anyway. Scrappy's used all of his boost to get himself into position. Wave dash. He's going to miss out. He hasn't done the calculations well on this one. He had plenty of boost to get back to this. Used all of it for the speed flip. Went the wave dash, which threw him out of position, and he knew it when he landed. He had to recorrect and then couldn't catch up with the ball again with no boost. He's conceded his 6th. He trails by 5. And J. Cool and the Drunk Cooligans are looking very, very strong.
Yeah, he's a little drop there as well from Scrappy. He definitely looking a little more erratic than J. Cool. J. Cool looks very cool, calm and collected.
Great challenge.
Scrappy going for the...
Oh, he's missed.
I don't think he had the boost to get to it.
No, he's not happy. He's dropped the what a save. J. Cool in a strong position here. Good challenge from Scrappy. Neutralises it on the wing. He's got a little bit of boost up his sleeve, but he flips into that, and the bump sends him off target. And J. Cool will collect. He won't go to the air. Doesn't need to risk anything at this point, does J. Cool. He's going to go the bump play. He gets him, but he doesn't have any effect on Scrappy's position. Scrappy now backwards will take to the air himself. Gets a nice first touch and pop off the wall. Will look to follow it up with a dribble. He uses all of his boost for it. Doesn't quite work out as J. Cool up to the challenge. Scrappy another poor recovery, but he gets there ahead of J. Cool. J. Cool very comfortable in this contest at the moment, Breezy. Doesn't look too troubled.
Yeah, for sure. It's the confidence of someone who's winning, like you said, a lot of the encounters. Like a lot of these 50-50 encounters, a lot of these early challenges, he's winning out on most of them.
Good save from Scrappy. He's in a really good position as well. He doesn't need to take any risks in this contest anymore. There's only a minute and a half remaining. He leads by 5. Scrappy's only found the back of the net once as Scrappy chasing him hard. Looking for the demo, just looking for something to go his way, something to put his opponent off. Good fake from J. Cool, and he finds his 7th. And he's been met in Brazil at the 1 minute 26 remaining mark. Still plenty of time left in this match. It has been all J. Cool to this point.
Been a very, very dominating performance, hasn't it? So far, like I said, he looks very collected. Scrappy looks a little erratic. I'm not sure whether Scrappy doesn't like flip around the map too much for a ones game. Like you get away with it in 3s, like and 2s maybe, but not 1s.
Challenge there from Scrappy. Might have a small chance here. J. Cool looking for the demo. Scrappy aware it affects the play. Gets the flick over the top. We'll look to follow if J. Cool does well to push it wide. Holding him down in Brazil at the moment. J. Cool with a chance. Good touch off the wall. Misses out after the wave dash though. We'll follow this one now. He has no boost available. He's waiting for that one to spawn. Scrappy just took it. It's not going to be there for a little bit. Jacob with a really good 50 though, with no boost. Holding him down at the moment is Jacob. Opportunity to score. Does score. Finds his 8. And boy, does Scrappy have some work to do to get himself back into this series.
Yeah, for sure. It's he needs to try and get some momentum into the second game. Like maybe try, like this is the perfect time to maybe try just like change your game plan a little bit. Try taking things a little slower. Try doing something a little different. Like the game's already pretty much gone out of your reach, so you might as well change it up a little bit and see if something else works for you.
He's going to have to get some momentum going heading into game number 2. Obviously, he got swept by J. Cool in full tilt, and it's not looking good early for him here in the grand final of crew battles. 9-1 in favour of J. Cool. J. Cool heading for the force of nature, surely. It's a good kick-off from Scrappy. J. Cool sort of just abandons the ball there. Lets Scrappy have free reign over the contest for a moment, and he scores as a result, finds his second. It's only game 1? Yes, it is only game 1. It's very true. Do we see a car change or something, Breezy, do you think, coming out of Scrappy after this one?
I don't think it... Yeah, I don't think so. Just purely on the basis that I haven't seen Scrappy use any other cars. Like you get a few people who have like they're swapping between the say the Octane and the Fennec all the time. Like maybe they would be a bit more comfortable, but I think you've got to go with your guns as your most comfortable thing.
Oh, he's left the match. We could be looking for a change. Maybe he's not happy with the 50s. That's sort of where I was going with it. We have that placebo effect with the Fennec hitbox.
Yeah, a lot of people do say it. A lot of people turn around and say, like you say, a lot of people. It is a big complaint. People turn around and go, "I'm losing 50s or kickoffs to the Fennec, and only the Fennec."
Excuse me. Sorry, mate.
So, how are we doing anyway? Rizzo, yeah, Rizzo's gone on Smoko. He's just choking down a dart real quick. Hey, how are we all doing anyway? Yeah, I'm not too bad. A little tired, ready for the weekend to be here already. But yeah, other than that, pretty good overall. Ripping a fat one off screen.
We're into game number 2. What do you reckon? Any chance for Scrappy here? It's going to be a tough challenge for him in so many ways, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be very tough. It is the expected change. He is swapped to the Fennec. I feel like you hit the nail on the head. Unhappy with the, and we see him win the first kickoff. So like you say.
It's interesting. The same hitbox though, right? But I mean,
I think it's I don't think it's necessarily a placebo thing. I think it's the visual. I think it's the visual representation of the car versus the hitbox that changes in people's heads.
Yeah.
The Octane absolutely does not fit the Octane hitbox like the edges of the hitbox.
Not quite like that Aston Martin DB5. That's the perfect representation of the Octane hitbox. Yeah. We saw Flixer bring that one out the other night. It was quite funny. That's not a goal.
It worked out for him, didn't it?
Oh, what a series that was. It did. He didn't lose a game once he equipped it. Scrappy. Oh, that's really dangerous. Oh, Jekyll gets him.
No, he went too early. He actually had the counter.
It was the right play, wasn't it? It counted everything Jekyll had to offer there, but like you say, he just jumped too early.
If he hadn't have jumped, if he'd have just come off the lip instead of jumping, he would have been fine.
Yeah, it was the jump that brought him down that was the issue there. He's conceded the first goal, but he's looked a lot better early here. If he can keep close, keep within arm's reach, like we always say, throughout the early stages of this contest, he's a chance.
Yeah. It's just little moments like that as well there, like get a strong shot on target. Like when J. Cool was cutting his way across his own goal. Like get a strong shot into the corner or something.
He's controlling the match better than we've seen him control it at all through game number 1 and early stages.
Oh, he's
game
caught him
number 2.
out here.
He has. What was J. Cool thinking there? Oh, Scrappy, no, not like this, Scrappy, no! Yes, he's got it! Oh my word, it would have been controller down, fist through the screen, game over kind of stuff if that hadn't have gone in the back of the net.
The nerves, man. Just like it's one of just breathe and take your time. Like that. It was already a goal before you, long before that. Like just breathe and take your time.
A little visual indicator of what Scrappy's going through right now in his mental. That was there on display. It's the easiest shot you'll ever make, and he's managed to shoot it wide. Jekyll does retaliate quickly here. 2-1 his advantage. Scrappy going for that cheeky boost grab in the corner. That was never going to work out. Can't get back in time. Jekyll too good. He's not going to miss out on those.
You're the chosen one!
Yeah, that's what I mean by the strong shots though. Jekyll's been very cool, calm and collected in front of goal. Like whenever he's had an opportunity, he's put a strong shot on goal. He's made Scrappy save it.
Not like this.
It's high from Jekyll.
Made Scrappy.
Scrappy's gone for that
Not
boost.
like this.
He actually did a full 180 and went back for it. And it's not worked out very well. He's managed to save it twice, so he keeps the second one out. I don't know how much boost he's got available. He should have plenty because he did go for that corner. He's wave dashing all over the place. I don't know what happened to his tanker boost if he's got none. He's got control of the ball though, courtesy of the bump. He's going to look for that corner boost. J. Cool ends up overcommitting a little bit there. And again, Scrappy saved by the bump. Going to need to challenge this. He does well. He's ahead of the play now. J. Cool is trailing from behind. It should be a goal to Scrappy if he can work it out. Oh, he's given it to J. Cool. He's taken it slow. He's tried to pop it almost for an edgeable bump. Possibly hasn't worked out. Jekyll all over it, and Jekyll survives. Another scary attack. It's a much closer encounter, but it's still Jekyll's to lose at this point. Oh, the wave dash has failed. He's going to get back into position though. Jekyll just fires that wildly off target. Scrappy meets him, does well, gets a good 50, will take corner boost and ball. Doesn't go to the air. Another little indicator of his confidence at the moment, perhaps. Looks for a 50 on Jekyll. Jekyll meets it late and sends it over the top of Scrappy. He's going to score. Nothing just seems to work for him at the moment, Breezy. Scrappy struggling to find the back of the net.
Yeah, he was locked in two minds there. You can see he's being plagued by a bit of indecision, isn't he? Like you can see he wanted that side boost really badly, but then he felt like he had to turn. But the point in which he did turn, he was never getting back to that ball at that stage.
He should score on counter here. Jekyll's got none. Scrappy doesn't actually push the play. I thought Scrappy had taken that corner off the challenge. Jekyll in a really dangerous spot. Gets a really good 50. Should score. Does score. Scrappy's not back in time. Then it's 4-1. And although Scrappy has put together a far better game than he did in game number 1, he still trails. He's still only found in the back of the net once. We saw maybe a minute or so ago he had that open net available. He decided to catch it and go for some kind of air dribble. It's all been going against him from that point. That would have been an equaliser at that point. Good kickoff, good boost grab as well. Should be able to score this. Jekyll won't be back. He's not. Scrappy finds his second.
Yeah, good work from him here to recover, to not jump as well. I feel like if he'd have tried to jump onto the wall, I think Jekyll would have sent him packing.
Ooh, is this the start of his comeback? It's going to have to be. He doesn't have much choice. He's not going to want to concede too many goals from this point. Of course, Jekyll, very dangerous adversary, but Scrappy needs to get his team back into the grand final here. They've lost 4 games on the trot. Find themselves in the most difficult position imaginable to take a grand final win in crew battles. Jekyll in a really dangerous position. He's going the bump again. He's got him again.
That's such a difficult play to it's such a difficult play to save.
Oh my word, Breezy, Mersby with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Jeez, Mers, there's no need for that. Thank you, sir. Very kindly. Well done to those that benefit from that. There's no need for that, my man, but thank you very much. Much appreciated.
It'll last for full tilt. There you go.
Those edgeable bumps getting Rizza hot and bothered. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to remain neutral, but that has got me excited. You better believe it. Oh, it's going to be another goal to Jekyll as well. What are we going to do here, Breezy? It looks like Jekyll's running away with this.
Strong.
Not sure if we will see the 2s or not.
He's just looking very strong, and like you said, Scrappy doesn't seem to at the moment have enough answers.
Yeah, this is tough. It's tough. You feel bad for Scrappy? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's the worst. Oh, Mersby. Stop. Mersby's given one to Benji. He was asking where his was. There it is. Thank you, Mersby. Jacob's going to score his 7th, and we could probably start wrapping this one up at this point. Breezy, I'm not sure. It's going to be a tough ask for Scrappy from here. He's only found a handful of games in the series as a whole, and he's trails by 5 going into the final minute. Oh,
bit of a delayed kickoff there from Jekyll. It didn't actually work out in his favour.
Yeah, as I was saying before, it's really tough this for Scrappy, of course. Like, such a proud Rocket League player, such a good Rocket League player, such a long season, such a great season from his team. Of course, he's going to feel somewhat responsible for the result and the outcome of the grand final, but it's just part and parcel of the format, isn't it? Someone has to represent their team in the ones.
Hey, I know what it's like. I know what it feels like to be a semi decent rank and be garbage at once, turning around to everybody around my rank and being like, I'm not going to beat them in a ones game. I'm just not. Yeah, it's a horrible feeling.
I feel like both players have been reasonably matched. I see the chat ticking along and everyone's saying the same thing. The 50s have been reasonably even, but it's just when it's really mattered, the 50s have gone J. Cool's way. He's just had he's had his cool in this contest.
I think he's just like 50s are an art like everything else. I think J. Cool's just measured the 50s a little bit better. He's been a little more calm and, like I said, a little less erratic. Like, you got to be very calm with a 50. You got to be the lower, more grounded player always wins the 50.
Reverse sweep, it ain't that hard, says Blixer. Yeah, we're hearing you. Yes, well played to J. Cool. Well played to the Drunk Cooligans. We didn't really get the dynamic grand final we were looking for, but that is a GG's. It is the Drunk Cooligans who have found their way through to becoming the grand champions of Crew Battles Chapter 4. It looks like they still want to do the 2s, Breezy. They still want to do the 2s.
Yeah, I'm fine if they want to do the 2s. I guess they want to get the full scoreboard out and, you know, figure out where it would have landed.
Yes, exactly. They want their screen time. The Drunk Cooligans want their victory dance. J. Cool will get to put his feet up, crack a cold one, lean back in his chair and enjoy the show from the most comfortable position possible.
Wait, he's a good Rocket League player. Is he old enough?
Is that my problem? Let's have a look. We'll ready up. We'll see what the players want to do. Neon and Drunk still haven't readied up. I don't know whether they're still discussing it. Yeah, that looks like they want to. Looks like we're going to go for one final dance here, Breezy, before we wrap things up. We're going to have an interview with Scrappy. That'd be rough. That'd be rough. Okay, Thunder. I don't know if he's that keen. Oh, Drunk Fund with the $40 donation.
Scuff for the win.
Goodness me. Thank you, Drunk. There's no need for that, mate. There's no need for that, but wow. Very generous of you. Interview with Scrappy. I don't think that's a great idea. We are going to interview the winners, of course. We will be talking to J. Cool's, Cryptic, and Drunk Fun. I'm not sure what the players want to do. I did say they can if they want to. It looks like Cryptic does want to play. I know that it looks like Lux wants to play, but it looks like maybe Neon's not too sure. Maybe they're sort of wondering what our plans are as well.
Oh, I'm easy. If they wanna run it, let's run it.
Oh, they're just discussing whether it's going to be 2s or interview first.
Oh, okay. No. I'd rather run the 2s first. Like, at least. Oh,
but they're already
like.
We're committed.
Yeah. Personally, I would rather get the games out of the way and then let them relax in the interview.
Yep, 100%. Couldn't agree more. Express Kidnap, thanks for the follow. Of course, we have the dead rubber in the 2s. The Drunk Cooligans have had it all their own way to this point. So far, they have won 5 straight games to claim Crew Battles Chapter 4. It's been an outstanding performance from them. Of course, from the neutral perspective, we were all looking to to get the air dribblers back into the game, but don't take anything away from the Drunk Cooligans. They have been outstanding. All three of them have played their part. We talked about Drunk in the threes. He came out swinging in the threes, Breezy. Made a huge difference.
Come out swinging in the twos as well.
So Cryptic takes him out. They are having a victory lap here, aren't they? This is going to be the Drunk Cooligans show, surely. Last air dribblers, what have they got for us to add to the entertainment here tonight? Drunk coming in again. He's passed it straight down. It's going to be Lux who is there first, as I welcome some more names to translate onto the screen. 3 of them in this one match of 4 players, as it turns out. Good shot from Cryptic. Oh, it was actually Drunk that took... No, it wasn't. It was Drunk that died. Cryptic took the shot. Lux to take control. He's got no boost, though, so Cryptic just running right across the ground, just challenging every single ball as we see Drunk waiting back patiently. Who do you fancy in the twos here, Breezy?
I mean, on paper, I think. I mean, I wanted to. My brain keeps going to on paper. I think Neon and Lux higher average rank, but like I keep forgetting about Drunk's improvement, and I think it's actually with Drunk's improvement in the game and the way he's played tonight. I think it's dead even. Honestly, I'd struggle to pick a winner. I would like Last Airdrop just to play Devil's Avocado. I would like the Last Air Dribblers to just get themselves on the board and, you know, get it represented that it was close games. It wasn't, despite the way that the results turned out. Certainly in the threes, anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Devil's Avocado, I know. It's a saying that me and my mates have. Good shot from Lux, though. Lux has been so good as well. I was really impressed with Lux in the threes.
Yes, Lux has come a long way as well. We talked about it in the pre-game, didn't we? All 6 of the players representing the teams here tonight have put in a massive season, not just in their crew battles performances, but off-field as well. We've had Neon hitting Grand Champ for the first time. We've had Cryptic hitting Grand Champ 2 for the first time. And of course, Drunk just breaking all kinds of personal records in every game mode. It's been great to see all of them playing well within the spirit of the contest. Drunk too good, what a legend, yes sir. Ugg baby, welcome to the stream, thanks for the follow. 2 apiece. Yeah. We're seeing a contest, Breezy, at long last.
Yes, we are. It's been really good. Drunk again was like the reason for their second goal. He absolutely threw Lux out of the rotation and provided Cryptic with a free net. Did you say Cryptic has hit GC for the first time?
GC2.
Surely that's not true.
GC2.
Oh, GC2 for the first time. I was gonna say. I was like, and the tag he's wearing. Ooh.
Well, it was a tough one with Cryptic as well, because last chapter, I don't know if you remember from last chapter, but he played with Remy. And I think their third was Salts. So it was Remy, Cryptic, and Salts. And I'm pretty sure they were one of the teams that went out 0-3. This is a very different beast come Crew Battles Chapter 4. Of course, Remy drew the, what do you call it, the short straw or the long straw? I'm not sure how it works in this expression, but he drew one of the straws and ended up with Jenko and ended up winning the whole thing after being eliminated 0-3.
Yes, correct.
And Cryptic will have to wait a full season longer, and he will also find himself on the winners list. And Salt's actually found... Oh, wait, Lux, no, not like this. Lux, no.
Lux. He just had to... He knew what he had to do. He just had to take a little touch and knock it, you know, into the corner for him to follow up himself.
Yeah, it's exactly what he was after, wasn't it? He was trying to catch it on the bounce so it would dribble rather than pop, but he's ended up catching none of it. And it's the worst possible result. Of course, we could probably look back as well. That's a really good save from Lux, and good follow-up from Cryptic. There's not much more Lux could do than what he already did. We can look back at the round 2 contest between these two teams as well. Breezy. Maybe we should have read a little bit more into that, where the Drunk Cooligans 6-0'd them there as well. That matchup was, it was Lux against Cryptic in the ones for that one. It was a different looking contest, but we have the same results. The Drunk Cooligans just able to flick that switch and definitely have one over the last air dribblers, don't they? They have their measure.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely put up a good fight here, but Cryptic and Drunk again looking strong. Again, Drunk looking incredibly strong, just solid. Like he's not really he's not really whiffed the ball too much. He's only really missed like the accuracy of his touches is really good. He's only really missed the ball when he's been put in really awkward spots.
Again, you said it. He drew the perfect challenge. Lux had a really good flick available there and launched it too, but Drunk just up. The perfect challenge bounces right in front of goal as well. And Zacryptic there in a flash at the perfect moment to send it into the top of the net. There's just nothing they can do at the moment to put out these flames. Good shot coming in from Lux. Zacryptic and Drunk just have it all their own way. J-Cool did as well. But all three of them, they are ready to go in this contest. Ready and raring for the grand final energies. This slow shot from Drunk fakes out both of the defenders. They both go flying across the net. And we are going to watch it. I'm sorry. I found that very entertaining.
You're a cruel man, Reza.
Zacryptic is insane. Yeah, Zacryptic is playing with some serious wind in his sails at the moment, though, you feel. Yeah. Of course, he's been outstanding all tournament long, but they're in a pretty comfortable position now.
I think he was the player. I think he was the player I talked least about in the threes, but that might have also been onus to the fact that, like you said, Drunk was just being incredible. But he's stretching his legs here now with obviously a little bit more time and space on the ball in the two format.
Yeah, it is really just a victory lap for him at this point, isn't it? They look like they're in a really good space at the moment to these two players, as J-Cool did in the latter stages of the ones as well. And like we talked about as well, I think Frog mentioned it in the chat, it's not the air dribblers that we've seen throughout this finals campaign. They have been so strong.
Oh, that's a great flick.
That is a great flick. Top of the net there from Neon. Outstanding finish to finish off game at number 1. It will go as the 6th straight game to Drunk Cooligans, though. Yeah, I think
that's textbook.
If we did speak to the last air dribblers, they would probably admit that it hasn't been their finest appearance throughout the final stage. They were a little bit shaky at times during the group stage, but really turned it on come the knockout phase. I'm going to quickly jump to the bracket there. You'll see them down there. They took down By the Balls, and they took out Nana's Bicyclette. Then they took down the heavily fancied Finding Breezy. Then they took down Absolute Esports. Then they took down Carball Karaoke, who'd only lost one game to that point. The one game before that as well. They lost 2 in a row to be eliminated from the tournament. Outstanding run. It couldn't have been any more difficult for the last air dribblers to get to this point. Unfortunately, the final hurdle just proving too high. The Drunk Cooligans have shown up today to deny them the glory. This is their 11th appearance, 11th crew battle for this team. I don't think any crew battle in history has ever played that many games together or been required to play that many games together. Given the new format, they have gone as far as they possibly could.
Yeah, I mean they could be really happy with the run. Like you say, we had how many teams starting in the tournament, and we're down to these last 2. So you know you got to take something away from it that you were grand finalists.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And all things considered as well, as much as you know, there's the odd hiccup here and there. The teams are very well balanced. Now, I feel like any team can beat any team on their day if they turn up, but there's so many components to it, to the success that teams have. It's the mentality, it's the work they put in, it's the progression through the season, it's the way they complement each other on the field, the way they work out their matchups. There's so much going on all at once, and those teams that do have success, they really shouldn't be disappointed with any individual failure or any one poor game that they play. It's such an achievement to reach the higher levels of these contests. Everyone that finishes in the finals alone, the top 10 teams of 20, should all be very, very happy with their efforts, and those that have made it all the way down through those finals brackets. It is such a tough thing to do, to just overcome opponent after opponent after opponent. Everyone is after the same prize. Everyone has the same skill set available to meet here on Grand Final. It's nothing to sneeze at, Breezy, regardless of the result on screen at the moment.
No, for sure it's not. It's a very difficult tournament. Like it's a very difficult setting. It's a very demanding setting as well. Like yeah, it's definitely not our casual tournaments. It's a very different beast to them.
Not at all.
Hopefully we will be seeing a few more of them though in the coming thingies, just to relax the vibe a little bit and give everybody a chance to breathe for a while.
Yeah, let the hair down a little bit. It'd be good to see. Big chance here. Drunk just goes flying past the ball. pinned in their defence again here at the last Air Dribblers. Low scoring game this one, really high scoring this game number 1. Neon looking for a double, has no boost. Any boost available there for Neon, I feel like he would have caught up with that. Unfortunately didn't work out. What's the plan for the awards night? We were discussing with Choco in the moments before the stream started. We touched on it briefly. Was he talking about the end of May? Was that right?
I think so. I think he was like, yeah, he was looking at, yeah, maybe in another 2 or 3 weeks. We're trying to not, trying to avoid the full tilt, schedule.
Yeah, even this week. This weekend
is still going on.
This weekend would be great if Choco is still in the chat. If you did want to run things this weekend, that'd be probably the prime time to do it.
I'd be fine. I'd be fine with that if he wanted. If the plan is like last time, if he wanted company for it.
I'm available this weekend as well, of course. If we can get all our ducks in a row, of course, as quickly as possible. And put Chapter 4 behind us.
Well, if you need any help with any statistics or anything, just let us know. Or any, if he needs any help gathering stuff together to get it going.
that was hard to watch from Lux there.
It was very cruel. It's a cruel game sometimes, this damn thing that we all dedicate so much time to.
That was tough. Oh, and it's in the back of the net as well. Drunks found their third.
He has. He's just been so solid, hasn't he? Like, he's not done anything. He's not done anything particularly like fancy or mechanical or anything. He's just been really solid with his touches and his challenges.
Yeah, let me know what you want to do, Choco. I'm going to go. I'm probably going to be out for dinner on Sunday night. Saturday night, we do have one full tilt game on Saturday night, but those players are available whenever. We can play that game whenever. I only chucked it on there because Saturday night's usually a pretty comfortable night for most players. We can reschedule that game. We could even wait until May the 18th to play that one if we had to. I don't want it to get in the way of crew battles things. So if Saturday night is the best night, Sunday night I probably won't be available unless it's early. Oh, you can't do Saturday night? Copy that. They're getting their victory dance, Breezy. 3-0, their advantage. We tick into the final minute of Crew Battles Chapter 4. Of course, stick around. We will be having the interview. I don't know if you've prepared any questions, Breezy. I prepared a grand total of 0 for the winning team. I'm sure we can come up with some stuff on the slot.
This interview is a complete surprise to me. That is most likely because that information has just completely passed me by and I didn't realise. But it's all right. I will. If anything, I'm adaptable.
Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll just feed off their energy when they come into the chat. I'm sure there'll be plenty going on there. Zacryptic trying to push it wide. I don't know how Lux hasn't scored there. Zacryptic pushed it straight into him. That's gone straight up into the air. Neon will score. They do find the back
next month, Frog.
No,
I didn't agree to this.
I don't think that'll be happening.
I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break after this one, but like we said, we're gonna try and run some casual events in the meantime to keep the Discord kicking. So I think Thor is keen to run something at the next available interval. Full Tilt is still on the go for those that want the spectator sport side of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know what's been discussed between anybody else, but I think we had around a 6-week break, and we say 6-week break because from the time the final game wraps up to the time we start planning is around 6 weeks. It's probably more like 2 months between games, but for us it starts a lot earlier than that. So it's and it's pretty full on, especially that early stage in the season where we're chasing players and their availabilities and all that sort of stuff, and trying to figure out what format we're going to run and building overlays and brackets and trying to build teams and all the stuff that goes into it. There's many weeks of preparation for us. So yeah, we do need a break. This isn't a job. This is a hobby. So we try and make sure we keep ourselves in a good space mentally and prepare ourselves well so that we are ready to hit it head on when it does come around. But that is the end of Crew Battles Chapter 4. Breezy, it is a sweep from the Drunk Cooligans. They swept them, clean swept them in their earlier contest in the chapter in round 2 it was. They clean swept them, and they have clean swept them once again here come the grand final. outstanding performance. J. Cool, Zacryptic, and Drunk Front will etch their names into the Hall of Fame. It's a very difficult thing to do. A very, very difficult thing to do.
It is. It's a long and grueling challenge. It's a lot of games involved, and only one team out of the. What do we have this time? 20.
20 teams. Yes, 20 teams.
Can win it.
We'll look to bring them in if they can. If you guys are in the chat, it would be great.
Actually, yeah, we
could join them.
Move into their. We could join them. I think that's easy.
That's a good call. That's a really good call. We'll do that, shall we? Let me just message him real quickly.
Yep. If you've got a lot of stuff open, do you want me to just pull you?
Do you want me to what? Sorry.
I said if you've got a lot of things open, do you want me to just drag you?
No, it's okay. I got Discord in front of me. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, they're ready. All right, we're going to head in there, Breezy. Ready for this?
Yes.
Got your questions ready?
Did he at least die painlessly?
Gentlemen.
Hey.
Congratulations.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good, mate.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. We have the winners with us. We have J. Cool, Zacryptic, and the Drunk Funt. Of course, I'm glad I didn't mess that up. Well done, guys. Another clean sweep on that opposition. You guys just have the number on those guys, or what was it?
Honestly, we just played good as a team, I think.
Yeah, we were all peaking. I can't lie, all of us.
Yeah, I actually said it out loud that I was peaking in that first game.
I think I spoke so much. Well, yeah, you MVP'd the first threes game.
I told them about it too. Don't you worry about that. Usually I struggle to get 100 points, so yeah, I'll let them know.
Yeah, we were talking before as well. I had that little inside information about you having no power all day as well. And you've jumped online and you've peaked. Maybe I know that we saw Lux and Neon playing a fair bit of Rocket League today. You've just jumped on in the last hour or two, and what a performance it was in the grand final, the biggest of stages we have on offer.
Yeah. Oh, it's just easy playing with Jay and Zai, as you all will know. So yeah. But it was nice not to make a huge fake in front of goals or something. That's really all I've not wanted to do the entire 3 battles. Everyone knows that. I don't care if I play mediocre, as long as I don't make something that's obvious and big obvious mistake.
Yeah, I'm hearing
you've been having a few coaching sessions with Mers Drunk, haven't you? How have they been going? Do you reckon they've
I had that first one,
contributed to your improvement?
Yeah, for sure. Like every time I talk to a high level player, obviously there's a lot of things in my game that need to be looked at. So I think it was a fairly easy job for Mers, but like it's what he chooses to tell you, and it's something small can be so critical. And even LeMay's Mr. Lemon himself, there's a few snippets of gold that he's just told me in passing, like when we're playing over the months, and like those are the things that stick in your head for someone that's a low rank. It improves your game, just those little things. So for a condensed session with Mers like that was helpful. Now it's just trying to do it, really, which is hard.
Any words of wisdom from Zai and J. Cool?
It's all drunk. It's all drunk.
Yeah, it is honestly all drunk. Drunk is the carry.
On that though, I've got to admit, like Zacryptic hasn't been talked about a lot because of the progression we've seen from Drunk and obviously how well rounded your team is. But Zacryptic, you must feel like you're playing the best Rocket League of your career at this point.
Well, yeah, and it's quite easy to play the twos when you've got someone like Drunk who's able to, I guess, hold that backbone together. So he really helps me to be able to play the way I do in twos.
Yeah, we talked a bit about it before Drunk. I think I talked to all three of you about it. You guys obviously have really good really good team chemistry. Has it been like that from game number one? I feel like it might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of from the start. We just kind of connected instantly and just only got better from there.
Chemistry started off well because, as everyone keeps pointing out, I was a diamond, 2 or 3 when we started. Lumped in with a couple of GCs, and so I wasn't sure what I was in for. But from day dot, these guys have just been like, never a bad word about my gameplay or mistakes or nothing. They're just like, no, don't worry. They've never slipped like every time, and so that made me feel comfortable. and then the chemistry from there. Obviously, the more we play, I try to pick up what they're doing, and it's helped. But yeah, the chemistry all started from them just being super nice dudes.
It's really good to hear. It's obviously like what we really try to achieve in these events as well. We're so inclusive, we have an open registration where everyone can put their hand up to play, and with that being said, obviously you're going to get mixed ranks across the teams as we try and balance things, but it's such a critical component in success is to have the good team spirits, the positive energies, the encouragement for the lower rank, and the way you can nurture that lower rank player and teach them where they need to be, and rather than criticizing them about where they were. I think that's really important, and you guys have obviously carried that through the entire tournament. You've had one loss the entire journey to this point. You've won 8 straight crew battles, and congratulations, guys. It's really good to see. You really do epitomise the spirit of the event, and can't sing your praises highly enough.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I would just want to say the unsung heroes in all of this. Rizza, Breezy, Choco, Neon, Mitch, Jack, all the people behind the scenes that like put it together. Like, we just get to rock up and play, but there's a lot that goes into it. And having been in my first scuffed and seeing all of that and seeing the effort, I just think everyone should maybe give you guys a bit of a pat on the back too, mate.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Don't forget to throw Frog's name in there as well. Frog's the unsung hero, you could say. Is the only one that doesn't really get the front man time like the rest of us do. So he does usually get forgotten about, but he does a lot of the heavy lifting as well when it comes to getting things organised and making sure all of our dominoes are standing up straight and they're not all going to topple over.
Excellent. Thanks, Frog.
That just about wraps it up. You got any more questions lined up there, Breezy?
I don't think so. Other than enjoy it, guys, and maybe you'll see yourselves playing together a bit more, regardless.
Oh yeah, I'm playing with Drunk in Valorant. Me and the grinders now.
You guys taking a break from Rocket League after this? It's a long season.
No.
Oh, got RLCS next week.
Yeah, I got RLCS as well.
Yeah.
I don't have RCLS, but I have probably played this at times when I would have maybe played another game, because I've just tried to stay the same level and not or try and get a little bit better for it. So I can probably not do that as much now and maybe play it a little bit less and enjoy some other games. But yeah.
Yeah, you probably want to drop rank, if anything, a little bit right before we pick teams for the next chapter. That's usually a pretty big strap.
Yeah, do you reckon that will work again?
Nah, probably not, to be honest. That's about a wrap, I think. Lemayonnaise is looking for more elaboration on the Lemayonnaise point that you brought up earlier. I'll leave that up to you.
I'll just give it to the snippet to anyone else who... I don't think there's anyone lower than me in rank in this chat, but yeah, it's just with the wide rotations, instead of coming in and doing your little power slide in the goals, just do your wide rotation and keep momentum. And that was one of the biggest things that he said, and that instantly changed my game, especially in defense and stuff like that. So yeah, there's plenty more from him. I'm sure he could do his own cast on it.
Very good. Very good. Well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Grand final is over. Drunk Cooligans take it. They sweep. They dominate. They dominate the tournament. They come for the grand final, and they do it here as well. They can enjoy their victory lap, their final dance. You guys will get a couple of months before the next chapter starts. You will be reigning champions until that next chapter is finished. You'll get your name on the Hall of Fame, of course. And regardless of what team you bring to the show, it is a very big achievement to win over the top of all of the other contestants. It is a tough ask to make it all the way to this point, and congratulations once again, guys. Thank you very much, Breezy. Thank you very much, chat. It's been a big night, and we'll see you all on the other side.
Yeah,
awesome.
Big thanks for you as well, Riz, for hosting the event and setting up the stream.
Yeah, completely voluntary. It was.
It was not done by a coin toss at all between me and Riz.
All right, gentlemen.
Oh God.
I will catch you. I'm going to upload this to YouTube tonight as well. It'll be there tomorrow for those that want to pass it on to their family and friends. Their classic victory in high definition. We'll send you the link, and we'll see you all later. Thank you for the Discord sounds. Whoever's spamming those, we'll see you all later.